Dude, I sat next to a 45-year-old Jewish woman who chatted me up the whole flight on the way back. I can't even really tell you about it because, well, I can tell you. I can't tell you the best parts because I don't know what you're allowed to say to people on a flight. I don't know what the rules are, and I don't want to get on a no-fly list. You know what I mean? Like there's things you can't talk about on the internet, and you can't. It's a private company. They didn't tell me. I don't think I broke TOS on the plane because they didn't tell me what the TOS is. She didn't complain. Nobody complained. But I don't want to go broadcasting it, but let's just say, what can we say? I can guarantee you she's telling people about what I said to her on the plane. And it was her fault, dude. She was like leaning in. She's like, "Oh, who are you? What are you doing in California? Oh, you live there? Where? Oh, San Diego. I love San Diego. Oh, I live in Dallas, but I'm a lawyer and I do a lot of work in California. In fact, I come out here 3 or 4 times a month. And anyway, are you married? You're not? Oh, me neither. Oh, I got divorced. It was really a couple years ago, and it's so hard to find guys who aren't just like so weird to be around. Like just a guy who's just nice and I can trust him and we can just be friends and hang out sometimes. And maybe it's sexual, maybe it's not. But I mean, if it is, that's a benefit. That's great." And she's okay, wrap it up, dude. And she's like, "Oh, anyway, yeah, I'm out here usually in a hotel or Airbnb or something. And sometimes in the Bay Area, but a lot of times down here in the LA to San Diego area. Check this out," and showing me. "So what do you do?" That's when the conversation. That's when. That's when the energy shifted. And I'll just leave it right there. Because I didn't tell her about Cozy. I didn't name drop any names. I didn't tell her how to find me. She doesn't know how to find me. I left it like that. But let's say she said, "What do you do?" And I just said, what did I tell her? Somehow we got onto, I said, "What do you think about Ye?" That's really where it got into it. She's like, "Ye?" Like, "Yeah, Kanye West." "What about him?" Like the comments that he made and all the news about him. She goes, "Oh yeah. Didn't he say something like he was going to attack Jewish people or something?" I said, "Well, he said he was going to go DEFCON 3. She's like, "Isn't that like attack, like violence or something?" I said, "No, he's a rapper. It means he's going to like talk some shit." She goes, "Oh, I just think that's horrible. Like as a Jewish person myself," and then blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Yeah, I know." Cause I could tell she had already told me like her life story. She told me she was born in Moscow. Her parents grew up under like Soviet oppression. Like they would hide their menorah under their bed and stuff. And she had like the Russian spy type of accent, where it's like it had become Americanized, but you could still hear there was a little remnant of the Russian thing. Anyway, I was just being like nice because I'm just like sitting between her and like some big fat guy who was like sleeping. And we got like a 6-hour plane ride from Chicago to California. And the first half, she's like just chatting up, but she's like even like leaning in and like laughing at my jokes and like leaning in, shoulder bumping me. And like, then she starts laying it on like she's open to literally like telling me without saying it. She's like, "I'm open to like meeting up and hooking up when I'm in California." She's like, "I'm attracted to you." It's literally, dude, it's just like these, whatever. But I asked her what she thought about Ye, which if I was trying to hook up with her, I would not do that. I would not try to talk with her about anything serious. It's number one way to, like, first of all, make me hate her and also to make her hate me. It's like with your family, you don't talk about politics and religion. Same thing if you're trying to date a girl, by the way, autists. Like if you're trying to meet a girl who you're not trying to make a wife, actually you shouldn't talk about it with your wife anyway. Like like let her ask you things, but don't talk to her. Don't ask her what she thinks. Big mistake. But so anyway, I thought like, all right, let's mess with her. So I asked her about it and I started pressing a little bit. And then before I knew it, dude, she was just like, she started making this case for why hate is the biggest problem in the world. And she said hate. She said the word hate, no bullshit, probably over 100 times. Like, really. Like if I had the tape, I think she said the word hate 100 times. because she was saying hate is the worst thing. And if we could just eradicate hate, and hate is what divides people, and the diversity of people and opinions is what makes America so beautiful. And hate and hatred just like makes the world such an ugly place. And there's no room for hate. And if we could abolish hate, everything would be better. And there's no excuse for hate, especially hate that leads to violence. And hate always leads to violence. So that's why hate is the problem. And hate. I think I can say this. This is something I said that one of the things I told her on the plane, I told her, oh my God, you're so annoying. God, I wish I could tell you the rest of what I said to her. I probably could. I could probably get away with it. But I don't know. This is like things get clipped up and sent around, and somebody will clip it and try to like send it to the airline or something to make something out of it that it wasn't. Like we left amicable, and she said, all right, well, good luck with everything. Like she said it like that, and then like hurried away. That's how the end of the flight went. And she did not acknowledge me on the ramp on the way out, or even when I was waiting for my ride back to the hotel where I had my car parked. Like we had split up, but then she called her Uber, and I was sitting out there, and like we crossed paths again. She walked right in front of me, and I saw her see me, and she quickly looked away. So funny. Like she was no longer interested, but it was funny. Anyway, I said, oh my God, you're so annoying. What do you mean? I said, look, could you just stop repeating yourself? You keep saying hate. It's making me hate you. You're filling me with hate with how many times you're saying hate. And she had already mentioned something about like psychology, and she mentioned Sadhguru. She's like into this self-improvement, enlightenment, Gnosticism, whatever that thing is. And I told her, I think you hate people that you think are hateful. I think you hate me, and I think you're projecting this hate problem on the world. I think you're a hateful person. I think if you really knew me, you would hate me. And I think you suck. I think you're a bad person, and I don't like you. I said, I love everybody, but you're annoying, and I don't like you. And she became even more not interested like to hook up with me. Like that was the interest shifted to where now she wanted to like fight me after I said that. She didn't like turn off and be like, oh, fine. All right, I'll leave you alone. She started turning toward me and like doing this kind of thing. Anyway, enough about that.